So guys, there was, this is filming, right? Yes, it is. Okay. So there was a problem with storage on my phone, so I did film doing this, but I'm not going to upload a little part 2 just to show you the strap being made. So, I accidentally made this one on my own, but, I mean, you still got to make this one, so I'm still going to show you how to make the straps. But here we go. So, I think I explained this to you in part 1, but I cut it a little wide because as we sew it, it's going to be smaller. It's going to get smaller, so that's why I cut it a little wide, because it's easier to sew when you don't have such a tiny little edge. So I think I'm going to trim this one. Also, I'm pretty sure this isn't a completely straight line, so I am using my giant scissors for this, because I know that in one of them videos I said I'd be using kind of like my tiny scissors, but I feel like using these ones. They're easier to cut with. I got these from my grandma. Sorry, I was just thinking about stuff. So, see how this is a slanted edge? I'm going to cut that. I'm going to see more of a slanted edge, but no one would really see it. It's just going to be glued to the side. I mean, I guess you would see it, but... so... I'm going to sew it like that, and it's going to get smaller, so the strap will be smaller. And if you want bigger straps than, like, this size, then make bigger straps for it. It doesn't really matter. It just yeah. But either way, I'm going to sew it like this, and then come back. Hold on. I can't touch the pause button. Guys, I just realized I forgot to measure if this strap was the right size, so I really hope this is. But I actually forgot, so I'm sorry about that. I hope you can hear me. But this is why I don't show you when I'm sewing it on my sewing machine. If you have needle and thread, you can also sew it that way, but obviously I'm sewing it on a sewing machine. For me, sewing on a sewing machine is much easier because lots of times when I hand stitch, the stitch doesn't stay very well, so that's why I prefer sewing on a sewing machine. So here's what it looks like right now, and then I'm gonna pause the camera and sew it like that and come back. So guys, I just measured it, and this is too short for the strap that I want, because as I told you earlier, I forgot to measure it to make sure it was the right size. And so I just want to show you that even just this little bit matters that much. Like, it makes it so much of a difference. So I think I'm just not really going to care for making a new one, just because I don't feel like doing that right now. But if you run into this and you want to make a complete new one, you do you. So, sorry, there's lots of noises, like music playing, the washer's going, my dad is talking to his mom. There's a lot going on right now, so sorry about that. You know, I could just sew it like that, and just put these there. That might work. Okay. I think I just solved the problem. But, so the next step you're going to do, so you see the parts where, like, you can see, like, where it's shredding at, and, like, where you can see the flaps and things. The part that doesn't look like this. See, like this? How you can see like that? That's the side you're going to sew to each other, so that it will look more like this. So it looks pretty, like, nice on each side. So I'm going to sew that up. See, this is the part where you could probably hot glue this together. You could probably just, like, hot glue these together and don't have to go through sewing them, but I'm going to sew them because, as I've said before, I like sewing, so I'm going to sew them together with my trusty sewing machine. So I'm going to sew them together, come back, and then tell you what you do for the last step. You could probably also use fabric glue. If you have fabric glue, you could probably also use fabric glue. If you have a good glue, it would probably work. So, if you're gonna sew it though, think about how you sew on Velcro. Stitch it twice on both sides rather than straight down the middle, because one, that'll make it look better, and two, that'll make it stay together better. It's the same thing with Velcro. If you do just one line down the middle of Velcro, then it's more likely to rip off, even if you use a sewing machine. Whereas if you sew it twice on two sides, then it's gonna stay better, and you can use it for a very long time. Also, you have to have really good Velcro for that too. So either way, I thought I should just mention that because I didn't say it earlier. Also, look, this is one of my mistakes. Since this is so thin and this one was wider than this one, I was trying to sew it straight down and it didn't work. So I'm going to have to re-sew this part, and then I'm going to sew this side together too. Alright, so now that we're done with all of the sewing parts of this, here's what the strap looks like. It's a little rough around the edges, but then again, pretty much everything I make is, so I'm used to it. So to make sure that the strap was still as long as I wanted it, and being a little lazy and not just making a whole new one, I sewed it that these parts will be hooked up to the bag. That sounds kind of odd. But it will still be long enough, and so the parts that you truly see will be fine. So you can either have the gray side out there and it will like show off more, or you could have it like this and have the jean side. You could have whichever fabric you want to show more and whichever fabric you want to be on the inside. I'm gonna have the jean fabric showing, although I feel like if the gray is on the outside, it might look a little better. Yeah, I think I'm going to have the gray on the outside just because I feel like it'll look better. And it might be a little better if it's on, yeah. We're going to have the gray on the outside for this one. Originally, though, I was going to have this side. But because of this, I'm going to now do it a different way. So what you're going to do, because you're just going to put a little bit of hot glue there. Do not hot glue the lid on accident, because you will not like it afterwards. And then it's a little bit of a flappy strap. And then you're just gonna hot glue that side. And there you go. You got a somewhat perfect bag. I mean, if you can do it better than me, then you will have a perfect bag. This wouldn't exactly be my description of a perfect bag, but I think I like the colors better than this one. Who's with me? If you like the color, if you like this color more than this color, tell me in the comments below which one you prefer. This one or this one. So either way, there we go. Hold on, I'm gonna do one last thing. And voila. You got Raven's bag. Sorry, the pocket's obviously not centered and a little bit bigger than this one, but I mean, still looks good. I've seen worse. So there you go. Sorry, I'm trying to roll up my sleeve. I really am sorry. But anyway, there you go. And my Raven has like lots of Sharpie. Just if you don't like it, just avoid it. Also, hold on, one more thing. Look at this shirt my sister made. It's really cool. It's the Assassin's Creed symbol, and she made it into a shirt for my doll. So that's really cool. But either way, I hope you like this video, and have a great rest of your day. Or night.